Hello, good morning. Me and Felix here. So, I wanted to come in and talk about this. Isn't going to be a meditation, but I am going to be using this material myself for meditation again later. So this morning, this is the routine as an infinite way student in modern times, and the infinite way is the way of peace, the way of God, right? I know what I'm going to be focusing on the latest Fitch lecture and the Course in Miracles lesson that I'm working on. So today I am looking at lesson 153. I'm going to be looking at that in this live video, and I want to expand on it in my own mind um, and tell you what, holding it up next to Herb Fitch's most recent video of surfing between thought. It's just so powerful. It's mind-boggling. So I'm going to stick with this lesson in A Course in Miracles in my defenselessness, my safety lies, all day. It's a long lesson. I've already listened to it once. I cried. It was so beautiful, and I'm I spend a lot of time in meditation. This is a world of attack. Do you believe this is a world of attack? Jesus knew it was. Um, my kingdom is not of this world. He said that in the New Testament. He comes right out in A Course in Miracles and he says it's a world of attack. So if we are existing in a world of attack, then peace is the only way out, because peace is the condition of the kingdom. So let's just go without me just talking a lot about that. Lesson 153, in my defenselessness, my safety lies. You who feel threatened by this changing world, yes, its twists of fortune, yes, its bitter jests, yes, its brief relationships and all the gifts it merely lends to take away, and attend this lesson well. So, brief relationships. Have you looked back in your life? I don't care how old you are, because I could have looked back at 25 and seen, like, where are the people that you were so tight with and that you loved so much and who were so important in life? Where are they? It's unforgiveness. Why in this world do we not meet someone and love them and that we're just together forever? All the gifts it merely lends to take away, again, attend this lesson well. Anything that you attach yourself to, any person, any identity, anything, will be taken away from you. 100% guarantee. The world provides no safety. It is rooted in attack, and all its gifts of seeming safety are illusory deceptions. It attacks and then attacks again. No peace of mind is possible where danger threatens thus. So, all these things that I just mentioned and I just spoke of, they're all things outside of us. Anything that we hang our hope on that is outside of us will fail us 100% of the time. The world gives rise but to defensiveness. For threat brings anger. Anger makes attack seem reasonable, honestly provoked, and righteous in the name of self defense. He says a roll of eyes, a sigh, is murder in A Course in Miracles, because that would indicate that we are disappointed again in something outside of us. Yet is defensiveness a double threat, for it attests to weakness and sets up a system of defense that cannot work. Now are the weak still further undermined, for there is treachery without and still a greater treachery within. Herb Fitch would call this the creature. The creature now has creeped into the mind of the Son of God and is now reacting to all its miscreation and failures in the world. Now the weak are still further undermined, the creature, and there is treachery without and still a greater treachery within. The mind is now confused and knows not where to turn to find escape from its imaginings. So, Herb Fitch teaches this, that the creature, right? Second creation in form was Era. The original Garden of Eden was of spirit. And then the creature came into the mind. The creature created this physical world. And then when we're not in a state of peace, the creature has taken over our mind. It's that simple, but it's that heavy duty. When we're not in a state of peace, the creature has taken over our mind. Think about that. So it is looking at the world. It's looking at people, places, and things, how people speak to you, what their attitudes are towards you, all the way down to full-blown betrayal. That is the creature within your mind, within my mind, looking at the false world of attack, right? It's very important to know. It is as if a circle held it fast, wherein another circle bound it, and another one in that, until escape is no longer can be hoped for nor obtained. Here's the creature. Attack, defense, attack, defense, attack becomes the circles of the hours and the days that bind the mind in the heavy bands of steel with iron overlaid, returning but to start again, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And Jesus says we don't leave this world by death, we leave it by forgiveness. So this attack, defense, it's all world mind, it's all creature mind responding to the world of form. And we do it for lifetimes. There seems to be no break nor ending in the ever tightening grip of the imprisonment upon the mind of guilt and shame, right? Again, peace. When we have peace, the creature is not at the helm of our kingdom. Peace is your kingdom. Peace. What steals your peace? The world. People, places, and things. Images, words, deeds. Defenses are the costliest of all the prices which the ego would exact. In them lies madness in a form so grim that hope of sanity seems but to be an idle dream beyond the possible, because it's the creature responding to the creature's own creations. The creature within that is not at peace wants chaos. The sense of threat the world encourages, the world of the creature, is so much deeper and so far beyond the frenzy and intensity of which you can conceive that you have no idea of all the devastation it has wrought. Let's think about that again. We have no idea of all the devastation it has wrought. This is a world of attack. It's a world of dropping bombs. It's a world of disease. It's a world of fractured families. It's a world of addiction. It's a world of madness. The only way out is through peace. Herb Fitch was just talking in that video, in that audio that I put up, of surfing between waves of thought. Peace. Jesus said, "My peace I give you. My peace I leave with you." Peace is the condition of the kingdom that comes to us when we no longer respond to the images of the world. Because the only part of us that is responding to people, places, and things, images in the world, even a roll of the eyes, is not peace. It's the creature. You are its slave. The world, right? We give up our peace. You are its slave. You know not what you do in fear of it, right? Reaction. You do not understand how much you have been made to sacrifice, who feel its iron grip upon your heart. You do not realize what you have done to sabotage the holy peace of God by your defensiveness. It's the creature that is defensive. And when we really get that, we'll be willing to put those defenses down. For you behold the Son of God as but a victim to attack by fantasies, by dreams, and by illusions he has made, yet helpless in their presence, need only a defense by still more fantasies and dreams by which illusions of this safety comfort him. Defenselessness is strength. It testifies to recognition of the Christ in you. When we're not defensive, we maintain our peace, we maintain our kingdom. Perhaps you will recall the text maintains that choice is always made between Christ's strength, peace, and your own weakness, attack, reaction. Seen apart from Him, defenselessness can never be attacked because it recognizes strength. So great attack is folly. For a single game, or a silly game, a tired child might play when he becomes too sleepy to remember what he wants. The strength of your peace, the kingdom, is so great. If you hold on to it in non reaction, you can't be touched. And Jesus, when he was being dragged up to that cross, held his peace. He was not reactive. Check it out in the New Testament. He did not defend himself ever. And he's teaching us to do that. Look at this. Defensiveness is weakness. That's reaction. Joel Goldsmith taught us, and Herb Fitch teaches us, non-reaction. Defensiveness is weakness. It proclaims you have denied the Christ and come to fear his Father's anger. So that insane creature, that creature mind, that creature believes that it killed God, attacked God, destroyed God's kingdom. And so it's always fighting with itself, its images. It proclaims you have denied the Christ and come to fear his Father's anger. There's no angry God. It's all insanity. What can save you now from your delusion of an angry God whose fearful image you believe you see at work in all the evils of the world? What but illusions could defend you now when it is but illusions that you fight? So there you go again. It is the creature fighting the creature. And everything that it's fighting and seeing, none of it's real. The world of attack is not real. This is such an important paragraph. Defensiveness is weakness. It proclaims you have denied the Christ and come to fear his Father's anger. What can save you now from your delusion of an angry God whose fearful image you believe you see at work in all the evils of the world? What but illusions could defend you now when it is but illusions that you fight? So anytime someone is unkind to us or appears unkind, it's the creature. A role of creature. In our defenselessness, we're not acknowledging the creature without or within. Every time we are defenseless and not reactive, we are denying the creature without and within. This is so important. I can't imagine who would ever listen to this video. This is deep. I'm going to be listening to my own video. We will not play such childish games today, for our true purpose is to save the world. You got that? Hold on to your peace. Non-reaction denies the creature without and within. It's huge, affecting thousands of which you are not aware. This is forgiveness. For our true purpose is to save the world, and we would not exchange for foolishness the endless joy our function offers us. We would not let our happiness slip by because a fragment of a senseless dream happened to cross our minds, and we mistook the figures in it for the Son of God, its tiny instant for eternity. We look past dreams of darkness today and recognize that we need no defense because we are created unassailable in our peace, without all thought or wish or dream in which attack has any meaning. Now we cannot fear, for we have left all fearful thoughts behind, and in defenselessness we stand secure, serenely certain of our safety now, in peace, sure of salvation, sure we will fulfill our chosen purpose as our ministry extends its holy blessing throughout the world. Each time we are not reactive in the face of creature, we are extending our purpose throughout the whole world. It's not just here with Felix, me and Felix. It's not just here with the who I see. It's souls in and out of time. There are souls. Fitch was speaking about it, that Jesus was here teaching not only to people in form, but there are souls out of time getting ready to incarnate in, who are hanging around, who were receiving Jesus Christ's teachings. And each time we are able to be non-reactive and hold on to the kingdom, hold on to our peace, it is affecting the whole. The whole. Let me go back to this reading now. This is going to make me cry. We look past dreams today and recognize that we need no defense because we are created unassailable. We're not the creature. We are not the creature. Without all thought or wish or dream in which attack has any meaning. Now we cannot fear, for we have left all fearful thoughts behind, and in defenselessness we stand secure, serenely certain of our safety now, sure of salvation, sure we will fulfill our chosen purpose as yours, mine. Our ministry extends its holy blessing throughout the world, its holy blessing of innocence. Remember Jesus' words, my peace I give you. Your innocence is in your experience of your own peace. Guard it. Guard the gates in your defenselessness. Guard the gates with non-reaction to your own kingdom. You'll be healing the world. Fitch told Goldsmith, listen to these first two words. Be still a moment, and in silence think how holy, innocent is your purpose, how secure you rest, untouchable within its light. God's ministers have chosen that the truth be with them. Who is holier than they? You. Who could be sure that his happiness is fully guaranteed? And who could be more mightily protected? Because there's nothing to be protected from here. What defense could possibly be needed by the ones who are among the chosen ones of God by His election and their own as well? There are souls out of time listening to this right now with us. It is the function of God's ministers to help their brothers choose as they have done. God has elected all, but few have come to realize His will is but their own. Joel Goldsmith and Herb Fitch, our modern day mystics, said, Jesus said, many are called, few listen. We do this for lifetimes. I didn't know that. The kingdom of God is your peace. And we hold on to it, as Joel would say, through non reaction. Because only the creature within reacts to its own miscreation in form. We are not form. Salvation can be thought of as a game that happy children play. It was designed by one who loves his children and would replace their fearful toys with joyous games, which teach them that the game of fear is gone. His game instructs in happiness because there is no loser. Everyone who plays must win, and in his winning is the gain to everyone insured. The game of fear is gladly laid aside when children come to see the benefits salvation brings. You who have played that you are lost to hope, abandoned by your father, left alone in terror in a fearful world made by sin and guilt, be happy now. Listen to this little sentence. That game is over. Now a quiet time has come in which we put away the toys of guilt and lock our quaint and childish thoughts of sin forever from the pure and holy minds of heaven's children and the Son of God. That's me and you. These were childish thoughts of sin. They're of the creature in its nothingness, in non reaction, which brings us into the state of peace. Lock our quaint and childish thoughts of sin. We haven't offended God. There is no wrathful God. We pause but for a moment more to play our final happy game upon this earth. And then we go to take our rightful place where truth abides and games are meaningless. Again, we pause but for a moment more to play our final happy game upon this earth. And then we go to take our rightful place where truth abides and games are meaningless. Heaven, no more guilt, no more fear, no more attack. So is the story ended. Let this day bring the last chapter closer to the world, that everyone may learn the tale he reads of terrifying destiny, defeat of all his hopes, his pitiful defense against vengeance he cannot escape, is but his own deluded fantasy. God's ministers have come to waken him from the dark dreams the story has evoked in his confused, bewildered memory of this distorted tale. God's son can smile at last on learning this is not true. Today we practice in a form we will maintain for quite a while. We will begin each day by giving our attention to the daily thought as long as possible. I'm not going to go into the daily instructions of the lesson. This is directive. This is the way out. Love from Montreal. Love from Boston. In the mystical school, we are together. In the mystical school. Bless you, bless us all. None of this is real. In my defenselessness, my safety lies. In my non reaction, my safety lies. In my non reaction, because my peace is the kingdom of heaven. I didn't know that. How could we know that? I didn't know that. We know it. Bless you.